Hey there, I'm Jerry Randazzo, owner of Staffing Scale, and I want to get straight into conversion rate optimization strategies for websites. So this is our new client. They're officially getting started here next week. And so I'm allowed to blast the website before then because we're going to be working on fixing all of this stuff. So one of the biggest issues that I see with staffing firms is they say we want employers to come to our website and we want them to reach out. And what we see here is that the very first thing that a user is trained to do is to go to the upper right-hand corner of a website. It's where they check out for e-commerce. It's where they click book a consultation button. It's where they're trained to go. And right now, you see open positions. This tells an employer immediately that this is an employee-centric website. It's not going to immediately deter the user, but part of conversion rate optimization is the holistic and everything's a drop in the bucket, right? Each thing adds up to create that holistic experience that gets that user to click and reach out. So a few things that are incredibly important are the top nav menu. You want to make it clear, concise, straightforward, and designed for the employer. Right now, I click on the employer's page. Well, what if I'm an employer looking for executive search? Should I click here or should I click here? Is this executive search for the job seeker because up here's open positions? Or is this for the business owner or the business? And so these are some things that are incredibly important. And the schedule a session here on the side, it's horizontal. I have to go like this to read it. And so while it's an interesting concept, it's really not working in their favor. And then things like, well, the complimentary hiring advisory session, where do I book it? Where's the form to fill it out? Oh, it looks like maybe underneath all this stuff, this is where I'm supposed to click. So again, users forcing them to figure things out on their own is really kind of the pain point of conversion rate optimization. Some really other important things that we see. I'm going to go in terms of highest priority to lowest priority. Our folks want to see case studies, and we're going to be implementing this on this website. Here's another example of a firm, and perfect example. They've got a case studies page, and they break it down by director of philanthropy, CEO, director of people and culture, state director for Oregon, chief executive officer, right? These are really clearly saying, here's the case study. And then you can go ahead and you can read that case study and you can see things like how long it took to get the position. Now, I don't love the way this case study is structured. It's very, very, very text heavy. And so having a case study that is a little bit more informative and easy for the user to scroll is really important. But a couple things that are also critical. So let's go back to our new client's website. At the very, 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 very bottom of the homepage is when we start to get into reviews. This should be one of the top things that folks see. You can sell yourself all day long. A recruiting firm can say we're the best, and here's the reasons why we're the best. But what's really going to sell people is going to be one, the reviews of other businesses, real reviews, ideally through video reviews. I know that's very difficult to do, but again, you're basically selling yourself. As a staffing firm, someone's options are they can hire internally. They can, the owner or someone internally can figure out how to hire. They can go to LinkedIn, Indeed, and just kind of get a blast of resumes in, or they can work with someone like Mulberry. And when they're making that decision on who to work with, they want to see, one, have you done it before for a similar role? How long did it take? Was that employer happy? What are your pricing and how do you structure your commissions? Is it hourly? Is it 20% of first year salary? Do you do direct placements? All these types of things. And then they want to know about the team. And so I love the custom photography here versus stock photography. I think that's really powerful. And I would love to see some more videos, internal videos. It's kind of down here where we have some podcast episodes and whatnot. But, things like testimonials, case studies, information about the team, and really making that employer focused is really critical. The final thing that I'll share is that job seekers are really, really eager to get positions, especially if you're in blue collar industries. So we got started with Madden Industrial, and you can see here how we structure the top nav menu. Hire talent is really kind of the primary, and then job search is separate. We found beforehand it was just the form, right? It didn't share any of this other content. And 9 out of 10 forms from the conversion perspective were employees, were people, job seekers. And we made it very, very clear, businesses hiring, start here, only for businesses. If you're looking for a job, click here to apply. We even have, I acknowledge that I'm a business interested in hiring employees. If you're a job seeker and looking to speak to someone on our team, use this alternative contact form. We've reduced the amount of employees blasting and wasting time for the sales folks by now it's 2 out of 10 are job seekers. Again, job seekers are very eager. And they need work to, care for their family and whatnot. So another very important conversion strategy is make it super clear who you want to fill out the form. And you can explicitly say that. And here's an example with one of our firms that we work with. We even have folks, they have to check a box. So those are some examples. There's more conversion strategies. Obviously the content on the page in terms of listing out the types of roles that you hire for, the industries, creating location pages. Those are going to bring the right folks in. So one part of conversion rate optimization is if you have bad traffic, you can't expect to convert that. So one way to increase your conversion rate is drive better traffic to the page. You can read through the article. If you're watching this video on YouTube, scroll down, look at the description, you can see the link to the article. But hopefully you got some value out of this. And again, the goal for most staffing firms is get employers to the site filling out contact forms. And here, this video shared some strategies on how to do just that.